Let's talk about phlegm. What could be the cause and how can you make it better? Do you have problems with phlegm? Let's talk about it today. Recently, I talked to quite a few students about having problems with phlegm. And they asked me, so what can I do if I have a lot of phlegm? Or it seems like there was all these different kind of situations where phlegm became an issue. So first of all, what could be the issue? The first part could be, are you acutely sick? If you have some kind of an infection, it doesn't even have to be in your throat. It could be something in your body that could cause your body to produce excess phlegm, to where you feel that your voice is kind of dirty and there's something covering your vocal cords and you feel like you have to continue to clear your throat. So it could be because something's going on in your body. Sometimes it may not even have broken out, but it's just kind of cooking up. So that could be it. There could also be something chronic. I have a student in my master class currently, and she has lived in a mold house before, and it's been a while since she's been out, but it's still affecting her health. And she still has problems when the weather changes outside of getting a lot more phlegm in her throat. So that could also be a cause. It may be due to foods. So the question is the phlegm there all the time, or is it just sometimes? If it's there all the time, you may want to have your throat checked out or just a physical exam. It may be something chronic because it's not normal for your body to produce excess phlegm. Now, having said that, you also need to be aware of the fact that there's always mucus in your body. There's mucus in your throat, like around your vocal cords. It's moist. It's a moist area of your body, and there will always be mucus and maybe sometimes a little bit more or less. Just know this, when you continuously clear your throat, it kind of starts a chain reaction of your body having the signal, danger, something's wrong, and it produces even more mucus, which then will make your voice even more phlegmy. So just try to not clear your throat too much. What I recommend is, now first of all, have something to drink. Just the swallowing really helps it. Preferably you have like a warm drink, like warm tea really helps if you keep sipping the warm tea throughout the day, especially ginger tea or sage tea with honey added. Anything with honey, ginger, and sage is really good for your throat. And I always feel the difference, even on days when I may not be sick, but it feels like I'm a little bit like junk on my vocal cords. That really helps clear them up. Another thing is you want to make sure, even if you have phlegm, sometimes you can free your vocal cords from the phlegm. Sometimes it's just in the beginning of the day, and which is kind of normal. It kind of collects in your throat. And then as you keep your vocal cords in motion, that is kind of shaken off. In order to shake it off better, I find that vocalizing in a humming way that is not very high, not very intense, really is helpful. So do humming exercises. And then when you feel the phlegm kind of loosening up, take a little drink and sing a little longer. And then open up. You just want to make sure you're not breathy. You want to make sure you're not a lot of air, not a lot of volume, but just easy. And then as it gets a little bit better, you want to increase intensity a little bit. You can think of it like that. Your vocal cords, when you vocalize in a very efficient way, meaning you don't push too much and you don't press too much air against the vocal cords, the way they vibrate isn't like this. The way they vibrate is kind of like this. And it's almost like massaging them against each other. And it really helps. You can actually make it better. I've had this happen many times to where I had a gig and I was kind of phlegmy and I was even getting sick, or I had just been sick and I was on the way of getting better. By singing in a very efficient and smart way, it actually got better throughout the gig to where the phlegm was gone, my voice got clearer, it got just brighter, and just less kind of inhibited. So these could be all the causes of phlegm, but you just want to make sure that there's nothing going on in your body. Make sure you really pay attention to when this is happening. Is there a pattern? Or is it random? Is it after you ate a certain thing? Everybody has a different kind of sensitivity. Maybe your body is reacting to something. It may be something in the air. It may be something in your food, in your drinks. It may even be psychosomatic. It could be something psychological. If something, if you have a lot of stress, your body may react with excess phlegm. You just want to make sure you just kind of find the cause of it. Another thing is, sometimes it's not phlegm when you're singing and you have a rough voice. Sometimes it's actually a lack of vocal cord closure, since there's not just your vocal cords, there's always mucus and there's always other parts, there's other tissue around there. And sometimes if you're not singing in a very efficient way and you don't have the basics down, something else might vibrate along and it may not sound clean. I can't do it right now because I have a really clear voice today, but sometimes it's like, you hear this? There's something vibrating along, but that's not because I have phlegm. It's just because I'm not having a clear tone and I'm letting the false vocal cords kind of move in there. So you want to really make sure you have a good technique. I find that I can almost eliminate raspiness sometimes if I just really open up my throat, lift that soft palate, have a very nice open sound, forward bright, and trying to get my resonance as much as possible into my head, and it really helps it. All right, that was kind of long-winded today, but I really think it is an issue for a lot of singers. If you have not joined my Facebook group, Master Your Voice, you need to be in there. It's great conversations. If you need motivation or tips, you can go in there any time of the day, and there are singers from all over the world ready to help you, ready to motivate you, ready to just kind of cheer you on, and you can also be part of the community. I would love to see you there. Until next time, don't forget, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing. Bye.